Come on and build relationship. Come on and build.
Anything else you want to say from your heart?
All of that 70 million group of young people who will come out and vote. I believe in you. I think you can turn our nation around. You can make it live up to what it's supposed to do. It's not just that you're the future. You're actually the present. You're actually what we're supposed to be at this moment. And the fact that you have a voice, the fact that you can have a say, you know, you vote for whoever you want for, vote for what you believe in. But I believe that the majority of you can see what's actually happening and you want things to change. So I say all that to say, you know, thank you in advance for your input and the victory that is to come.
Let me see if I can make sense of this. So a black man with a alleged $20 counterfeit bill is more dangerous than a 17-year-old white boy with a loaded AR-15 who just killed 2 people. Is that about the size of it? Is that where we are in Trump's America? We got to do better.
So I did a video about reparations, and I got a lot of comments like this, basically saying slavery ended a long time ago. It's over. Get over it. What do you want us to do now? Well, we're in my kitchen to discuss why that might not be the right way to look at it. The flame is slavery, and it burns in America generation after generation for 250 years. But then the Civil War happens and slavery ends officially. Then we have Jim Crow, then we have segregation, and now here we are in 2020. Who wants to touch the stovetop? I mean, it's over. Get over it. Just touch it. Or maybe it's time that we recognize that even though the flame is extinguished, the impact of what happened for so long continues today. And it's time to have a real discussion about it.
All you need is love together. All you need is love everywhere. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe that we shall overcome someday.
This sheriff recently resigned after a 5-minute video of him calling someone the N-word over 9 times surfaced. He's not the first. He's the second sheriff to resign over using racial slurs in the last 3 months. People always want to say these things are in the past, cops aren't racist and stuff like that. But then we have examples like this. Stop saying that. We need reform. We need extensive background checks. We need to make sure that the system isn't hiring or putting in office people that are in charge of making decisions for people that they hate. Just like in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, Confederates, former Confederate soldiers were judges and police officers, we're seeing that there are still racist people in our police departments. We need reform. Stop lying to yourself about this.
The Confederate flag's sole purpose is to intimidate people of color and people in the LGBTQ+ community. And if that isn't enough for you turnip supporters, she lives 2 blocks away from a majority black school and just down the street from a subdivision that has a park attached to it where children play, not to mention that this subdivision has majority black tenants. I am sick of people of color having to accommodate to racist white people. This might be just a flag to you, but to these kids is directly jeopardizing how safe they feel within their own neighborhoods. So no, I'm not going to respect her opinions. I'm not going to respect her beliefs because these kids matter more than her comfort. If chalk offends you guys, then reevaluate it, have some compassion, because these kids have to deal with this. These people have to deal with
I came across this. That's my daughter. I came across this on Facebook. You see this? Look up there. How about that? So should I take out my don't do notebook? Tell me what else we can't do as black people. What else we cannot do? Can we breathe? Can we have a life? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. We can't jog now. There are some black people that like to jog. Not just run away. We like to jog. This is very upsetting. Very upsetting to me. So, let me know. What do you think about this? Okay? I'll talk to y'all soon. This is sad. This is saddening me. Seriously.
First we had slavery. And then once you couldn't enslave us anymore, you made laws so that you could incarcerate us, along with laws that said once we were incarcerated, we could be slaves again. While doing that, you made laws that said felons didn't have the right to vote. So when we got out, we couldn't vote, and we were discriminated against by housing developers, loan companies, and employers because we were felons and because we were black. So we had way little to no access to capital. And then during that time, you started typecasting us as criminals, further perpetuating fear in white people and law enforcement. This is why in the 1960s and 70s, incarceration of black men was 5 times higher than white men. That means our fathers and grandfathers were unlawfully incarcerated 5 times more than white men were. And now 60 years later, as some of these things continued overtly and covertly, and incarceration of black men is now 6 times higher than white men, you tell us get over it and there's no residual effects from it.
Hi, everybody. I have a question. Whatever happened to the caravan, 2018 caravan? After we had the elections and there was no more caravan?
This right here. Ever wonder why the poorest states always vote against their own interests and they vote Republican? Let's take a look at some of the poorest states. So we have, Louisiana and Arkansas, Alabama, Kentucky, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Tennessee. They always vote Republican. And you know why? Because they're in the Bible Belt, and the Republicans know they can use fear to persuade these people to vote against their own interests. We heard this message over and over again last night at the Republican National Convention, that you should fear people coming and taking over your suburbs. Remember they said that about the caravan coming to the border that never happened? And now we take a look at the liberal states, and they are the wealthiest. It's no surprise because liberals are inclusive and open-minded and often educated.
Can you tell me about your chocolate on your face? What happened?
A dot. Ramen noodles on my face and I washed it.
Did you wash it with chocolate?
Yep.
I got a little song for you. You want to hear it? Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and all you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love, love. Love is all you need. All you need is love. Oh, all you need is love. All you need is love, love, love. Love is all you need. All you need is love.